Tuesday, August 27th, 2019 episode of the Grab ATTN podcast. This is a Gary V Club podcast, and today's episode is about attention, the gateway drug called attention. And it's really one of those things that is probably much worse than the hard drugs. This is the thing that creates unhappiness. This is the thing that creates these unreasonable expectations of ourselves. You know, we all want attention because we all want to have our human needs met. We want to be able to live, work, play, love, learn, pay it forward. But if we aren't able to do those things, if we aren't able to live, work, play, love, learn, and pay it forward, then we seek attention, and sometimes it's not going to be good. Sometimes we, instead of seeking attention, we get hurt from seeking attention, from seeking out help. So we go inward and try to self-medicate with drugs and alcohol and stuff like that. So I think the gateway drug to probably every negative thing in life is attention. So to have a podcast about this and then to bring this up is very counterintuitive. But Gary says attention is the gateway of all ventures, and attention is the gateway to everything, good and bad. The problem is that mental health mirrors and compounds society. Gary says that it mirrors society, but I say it compounds society, because then we have new unreasonable expectations. And then not only that, but then we have people that are trying to get attention by saying, no, I have more or worse mental illness. And so then it becomes something that people want. And then, no, I'm transgender because mommy wanted a girl. And people don't think that consciously. It gets compounded. Not everyone. It's not forced on everyone by their mother or anything like that. I'm just saying that the society and social media compounds. And here's the thing that is most interesting. It's that people always adapt and change. Gary talks about this in the sense of how we used to have girls that had a second phone line installed so that they could talk to their friends and all these things. And it's like you look at the world back 100 years ago, and it's very, very similar. People are very similar. Yes, we have a lot more technology. We have a lot more things. We are able to manufacture things. That's the thing. We've become master manufacturers. And yet very few of us actually manufacture things. I want to get more of that back. I want more people to be focusing on manufacturing. That's what I want to do with your attention. The way to take this negative attention that causes drug use and things like that is, like I said, allow people to live, work, play, love, learn, pay it forward. Okay. Well, the work part is a very important aspect. If we crank up manufacturing to new heights, this is where I want to partner with Gary. I want to partner with Gary investing into manufacturing villages, communities for the future, manufacturing communities for the future. Because you look at all of these people that come to New York to work for Gary Vee, and then they leave. Not because they want to leave Gary, but because they can only stay in the city so long. They miss their family, they miss their friends, they want to go back and take on the world. Well, they don't really have the resources needed. So that's why I'm building this city, community, village in a box, that we can literally roll into these communities and crank out a community. And it's very minimal impact on the environment, and also The goal is to have a net positive impact on the environment by planting trees and things like that, keeping 90% of the real estate we own green. These are very important things, especially when Gary is up on top of, up in Hudson Yards, a $20 billion mega project where it's like there are a couple thousand people living there, there are thousands of people working there. But what if instead of having that really expensive real estate, really expensive super tall buildings, really buildings that put people in fight or flight because you're in a cage high up, and then stuff's crashing into the water nearby. Just recently, a helicopter or something. What if that crashed into a building? Yes, that could happen out in the middle of nowhere. Just the same, But the point is that people start seeing this and they start thinking of this and they get in that fight or flight mode. That's my point. They have less of that when they're out in nature and out in the community. And when they feel like they can be part of a community. See, there's something interesting. I love cities because I like being nameless, faceless, just walking through. Now, as I'm building this, that's going to stop happening. So one of the things is villages. When everyone's famous, then they stop being famous when they're around people all the time. So when you can create private villages, private communities that have all the amenities of everything else, very powerful stuff opens up. There are so many people that are going to be famous from the internet, but that aren't really capable of having, that don't have the resources to protect themselves. This is about protecting those people. This is about building something that has been done before, but hasn't been done like this before. People need higher purpose. People are doing crazy nonsense to get attention. And in reality, we need to stop doing that. We need to start getting attention by living, working, playing, loving, learning, paying it forward. By solving problems and serving others with passion. That's how you innovate. You innovate by solving problems and serving others with passion. Thank you for another episode of the Grab ATTN podcast. I hope that you understand where I'm going with this. I hope this might have struck a chord. To understand what I'm working on, head on over to inspirelansing.com. And I hope to have you a part of this. I hope to have your insight. I hope to have your competition, your cooperation, all of it. It's a combination of all those things. I understand that not everyone gels just right. Not everyone likes everyone. But we have to work on, tolerance, of course. Of course, we've got to work on tolerance. But sometimes we do compete with each other, and that's okay. I don't hate it. That's what I love about Gary, is he's really helped me to understand, this is what moves things forward. Thank you. Have a great day. I appreciate you. Come back tomorrow. InspireLansing.com.